Welcome back, guys. It's Jay. I got some update regarding one of my favorite NaaS DaaS project, which is THOR. Also going to be sharing some other news regarding cryptocurrencies that's occurring in other countries. But yeah, that's all I got. All right, let's start with this motivational quote right here. Don't waste your time looking back on what you've lost. Move on because life is not meant to be traveled backwards. And this quote right here fits perfectly with what I'm going to show you. But before I even show you that, the current news that I want to share with you, let's just take a look at the indicators, see what's going on. All right, so repo rate went down a bit. For those of you that don't know, the Fed spoke yesterday, and basically they didn't want to do anything. They don't want to raise rates or stuff like that. And the way the market responded to it was that they wanted to dip, or the market responded negatively, I should say. But I'm also seeing other news or from other analysts stating that we could just consolidate at a certain range for a longer period of time, but the longer it consolidates, the higher it'll go. So one analyst is now saying that in Q2 could be the big pumps. But once again, when it comes to these things, uh, things can happen within a drop of a dime, man. So yesterday I was actually expecting for them to announce something that can make the markets pump in February, but I guess we're just gonna have to take a look at certain projects or certain industries that's popping, so that way we can allocate our funds there. But oh wait, forgot to tell you guys, this video is not financial advice, okay? So don't fucking sue me for the shit that I say. All right, next one on the list. We get the dollar index way up. So this right here is gonna put a lot of pressure on the market, but this is poised to go down. All right, 10-year yield going down slightly, so that is gonna help the market a little bit, but it's still high up, man. 1.8. We were playing around like 1.5, 1.6 when we were getting that big pump. We have crude oil going down slightly, so that too is going to be negative on the market, similar to the dollar index. However, there are news of war, like Russia, Ukraine, and all that stuff happening. So news of war will always prop up crude oil. Uh, don't take my word for it. Just watch the crude oil price and watch the geopolitical news. See what happens. All right, let's see how that plays out in the market. Yeah, okay, look, it's still flat. Hasn't done much. I know the stablecoin indicators indicate that they're buying the dip. Even Binance USD is saying that. But I don't think they're going to buy out that much. I think we're still going to fall down because we got CME future contracts expiring this Friday. And what usually happens is, prices go down because, they got to sell the position and then give it to their investors. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this if you haven't been looking at it. If you look at the pattern, it's almost all the same. These are not humans. This is a major indicator right here that it's a bunch of bots basically manipulating the market. And of course, it's the Fed's money they're using because they're the biggest player in the game, man. Nobody else can move the markets like they can. Now, the volume also has gone down. So that right there it gives you an indicator of how low or how high the market's gonna go. All right, so I want to talk about this. So yes, we have gone down 35% this past hour actually, and the reason why is because of the recent announcement, and I'm going to show you guys. It's right here. So with any node projects out there, for sure in terms of sustainability, they're going to drop the rewards. That is normal. Okay. Gala did this. I remember when I first found out about Gala. Within a month, you could pay it off. And then months later after that, the rewards aren't going down, but they're still within profit. Now, in regards to THOR, here are some of the updates they made. To promote sustainability, they're reducing the daily rewards. It's at least like 1/3. Reward rates will remain competitive against other protocols in the market. Node costs will remain the same. They are also lowering the claims tax across the board, making them static, and they will discontinue the ROT tax model and removing reward decay. So what it was before is that, let's say you have an Odin node only. Within 29 days, if you sell your rewards, you will be dealing with a 25% tax. However, right after your ROT time, let's say after the 29th day, you would only be paying 1% of the tax. And now they're going to remove that. A monthly node maintenance fee is paid in AVAX will be implemented. This is a good thing. This fee will scale with the price of AVAX. If AVAX price increases, monthly fees will also increase as an example. Alright, so the new reward model will come within 10 days around this. So February 6th, 12 a.m. So I have 10 days to enjoy the current rewards right now. And yeah, the price has got reflecting to it, but I got some plans, you know, to recoup that money, and I've spoken about it in my previous video. All right, so here's the new stats for the nodes. Himdall. Actually, I can't remember what the the rewards per day was, but I think it was like 0.01 something 5, something like that. All right, and this is the monthly maintenance fee. Freya has gone down to 0.03. THOR will be going down to 0.144. Used to be, or currently it's 0.33. And the Odin, oh man, 1.25 THORs. Man, I still remember that day, that one day where I enjoyed 5 THORs a day. Those days are gone. I'm gonna miss my 2.73 THORs. So, well, this cut is not necessarily around like 1/3. It's more so like close to half. And you know what? I'm fine with that. In terms of sustainability, I would want this project to have something like that. So that way I can always buy the dips with the THOR wards, you know? Let's see. We do not plan to reduce the wars after this. Oh, yes! I have a slight feeling that in a couple months from now, this comment will change. These changes are not coming from, oh, for another 10 days. We're trying to give the maximum amount of notice, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So they're also going to be announcing the investment and AVAX validator node updates today as well. That is amazing, because now we're going to have more ways of acquiring money. All right, and of course, at the same time, they're having their AMA. As you can see, look right here, guys. Look at the mouse cursor. That's a lot of people listening. Now, usually in the right side over here, usually giving the price bot, but it's not giving the price around this time. I don't know. Oh, wait, maybe I have to go to a different channel to see it, but I'm not going to show you guys that. All right, I actually want to join this AMA, but I'm going to finish this video first, you know, because I like you guys. Oh, whoa, look at that. People started buying the dips. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. All right, community-driven NFT projects leads with an immersive experience and extensive storytelling. Okay, so what I'm finding is that these community-driven projects, like for example, THOR, as you can see, these guys have a say in where the investments go, and that is a very good thing, because now it allows the community to have control of the project and where to steer it. Remember, without the community, this project is nothing. And current issues right now with a lot of things is that everything is centralized. So the whole idea of decentralized autonomous organizations is going to be big, man. It's going to replace politicians. I'm telling you, that's my prediction. Now, I am also seeing NFT projects that are similar to what these nodes do. Is basically earning them rewards, and the idea of storytelling is massive, because I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this. I was doing some I used to do some marketing before, and I think it was Harvard that did this study. They said that uh, I think 90% of the purchasing decision by any human being is based on emotions, and what stirs the emotions is storytelling. And so yeah, man, like this right here, along with the what I call numerous list of NFT projects that I'm seeing through social media, makes me want to start one of my own. But like, there's just so many ideas. I don't know where to start. But yes, the NFT projects with a lot of things happening in the background, not just selling the NFT just for the sake of making money, but building a community around it that can thrive, as well as like having some sort of game, so that way they can do something with the NFT. That will definitely drive a lot of money towards the project and also a lot of people. Now, when it comes to money, it's not all that, man. Like the people that control the money, their number one currency is our minds, or could be our soul as well. And yeah, because like they fucking control the money, man. They can make any amount of money they want, or not really make it, more so borrow it from the future and making us pay for it. Those fuckers, they do that shit. Gotta fucking sweep them all, with the NYC crew. All right, central bank overkill. Russia's proposed crypto ban and why everyone get okay. I've seen this kind of crap multiple times, especially with China, man. China fucking bans Bitcoin or cryptos almost every single year, sometimes every single quarter. So here is my conspiracy theory here. I think this whole like narratives with Russia invading Ukraine and stuff, I think that's just a narrative, up front for them to move their miners there and basically mine more Bitcoin. If this does go through, they're probably gonna like make it go through for like maybe a couple weeks to a month, and then people are gonna start moving. People are not gonna like it, and then they're gonna move out and then go to Ukraine and then start mining there, and all of a sudden they're annexing. They're like trying to expand their country there, and that's what I see happening. But yeah, if you really want to look into this article, guys, here it is. I got it from Cointelegraph. Look into it yourself. It's a pretty lengthy article. Pretty fucking boring. That's what I'm going to say about it. Alright. Crypto firms ignore Africa at the peril as continent set for major adoption. This is amazing. Cardano last year actually made some crazy headlines by saying that they're going to they're going to change Ethiopia's educational platform and also just educational system in general. So what they're doing is basically teaching those kids how to use their protocol, and their protocol is pretty it's hard. That's why there's less development happening in Cardano right now, is because the certain types of coding that they use is a little bit more tedious compared to the other coding that other protocols are using. That's why you see more news about like Solana, AVAX, Polygon, Phantom Chain, having all these different DeFi projects being built on top of it, because it's a lot easier. Now, just because it's a lot easier doesn't mean it's better. It also means that it's more prone to hack attacks. But I'm not saying that there's no development being done in the Cardano platform. There is. It's just it's taking its time, which is a good thing in my honest opinion, because now it gives more time for investors to put their money in at a lower price. That's just my opinion, okay? And remember, that is not financial advice. Now, when it comes to Africa, Africa will definitely make a killing in the fourth industrial revolution. And all the other industrial revolutions, Africa was always set back because you do your own thinking on that one. But now they are given an opportunity to basically make a living or much more. And when those kids graduate and start developing projects on top of Cardano, as well as utilize their skills to develop on other projects, trust me, there's gonna be a lot of rich African kids, man. And yes, Africa alone is already like, even though they're a good majority of them are in poverty, They are smart. I know because I've outsourced some work to them, such as research, creating content. I've done that, and I vouch for them. That's why I'm always like on these freelancing websites. Yo, I'm always going for those guys. I'm never like, it's kind of bad, but I don't go for like Canadians or Americans or like from the United States because yo, they're a little too pricey, and there's other options out there that can provide the same kind of quality for a much lower price. And I would much rather put my money in the emerging markets to help them out. But now things are getting flipped. The Western world, like Canada, the U.S., I do foresee us as and moving forward in the future as the new emerging market, because now we're going to be producing stuff for the emerging market. That's how I see it. Yeah. So if you want to read this article, definitely look into it. Next one on the list, we got McDonald's jumping on Bitcoin's meme wagon. Okay, so what happened was Elon Musk tweeted to McDonald's, "Hey, do you mind accepting Dogecoin as a form of currency?" And then they tweeted back stating that they have this meme coin called Grimace Coin, and then I don't even know where that coin came out of, but it shot up in price. I don't have a chart for it right now to show you guys, but this whole meme coin thing is just to get the masses in, get their minds hooked onto the idea of cryptocurrencies. Now they're not necessarily going to buy into it, but that is planting that seed. That's what matters. And now is McDonald's going to accept or use Grimace Coin? Who knows? Maybe in the future, yes, if there's more like a PR towards it, or if the community really likes it, then yes, of course they're going to do it. Similar with Sheep. Sheep was just a shitty, or it was a meme coin back in the days. And then within what, a year or so, it's now one of the most popular ones. Basically almost like rivaling Bitcoin right now, and other countries across the globe are now accepting it as a form of tender. Now, legal tender, I'm not entirely sure, but certain vendors I know in Venezuela are accepting sheep as a form of currency. So that is definitely a good thing in terms of mass adoption. And yes, I did enjoy that sheep pump. I remember back in March, I put in like $6 to $10, and then within a month and a half, that $6 to $10, I kid you not, it turned into like $3 grand or 2.5 grand. I'm not even fucking kidding, guys. Even look at the fucking charts and do the calculations yourself. If you moved in around early March, within around late April to early May, you have made close to 3 grand. I'm not fucking kidding with you. Now, okay, now I'm not gonna talk more about sheep. Fuck that. This was all about Thor. Look at that! 178 already. Man, these people are eating the dish real good. Look at that. I am happy. And yes, once again, guys, see this max supply right here. 95% of the tokens were burned, so it's not 20 million. It's actually 1 million. Yeah, this needs to be updated. But anyways, that is all I have for this video. I am going to be listening to their AMA now. I hope you like this update on this one NaaS project right here. And yes, this new industry that they're leading is growing. There's a bunch of other projects in the NaaS industry that I talk about. Power is another one. Just recently, Red Light No District is another one. Yeah, that one is probably my favorite one right now because it's like strippers and shit. But anyways, I'll show you more later. Anyways, guys, take care.